Hey guys, we're going to teach you how to play this. Okay. The fill here, it's only a couple of notes long. It sounds cool because rhythmically it's weird. Okay, but it's also kind of hard to play because rhythmically it's weird. But if you get your head around it, what you can do is do some pretty easy things to physically play, but just tricky to kind of get into your mind. But that actually makes the job a lot easier when you're out on the gig because you can do cool sounding fills without a lot of effort. Whereas a lot of the time when people do fills and they want it to sound really cool, it's because it's physically taxing to play. But this one's not. It's just getting your head around it. So it's more mental brain power than it is physical, but I'll show you how to do it. What we have note-wise is really easy. Flam on the snare, both sticks nearly the same time. Or you can just hit at the same time, that's fine. Followed by a kick, and then another kick. And then you've got a kick and a crash together. So it's flam, kick, kick, and then a kick and a crash. But so note-wise, dead simple. But if I play it with the wrong rhythm, which a lot of people tend to do, is this. Right notes, wrong rhythm. The rhythm, if you look at the notation, if you don't know how to read the rhythms, don't worry. But basically, you've got it like this. Think of it, it's 5 notes that you've got just there. So you've got 1, 2, nothing on the 3rd beat just there. So 3rd, 16th note. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5 is the kick and the crash. So basically, there's a gap in there. Okay, and that gap, that silence is what makes it sound cool. And it goes from this to this. You've got to get the rhythm right. You might hear that and go, ga, 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 ga. Dex, that's easy. But understanding the rhythm of it and getting it good is the key thing. Because when you play it faster, the first thing that disappears is that gap. Okay, it's like, oh, I need to play faster. Get rid of the gaps and then you'll play quicker. But it'll be the wrong rhythm. So it's maintaining that ga, 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 ga as you play it faster, which is kind of tricky. So think of it in 5. Or the traditional way of counting is 1, E, and a 2. 1, E, and 2. Or just think 1, 2, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. And make sure you give that gap value. You're putting it's not notated as a rest, but there's a gap there. You need to play the silence, if that makes sense. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Be well aware of it. And then when you speed that up, one of the tricky things is the flam kick's not too bad. Okay, everyone will get that. It's the next bit. You've got the gap, and then it's kick, and then kick and a crash. That causes a little bit of issue because there's 2 bass drums in a row, 2 bass drums in a row. Means you need some sort of technique to pull it off. Now, you can just stomp twice and get faster at it, or you can do it heel down with the heel on the floor and just try and play twice. You can muscle out some pretty fast doubles, groups of 2 there. I use this thing where I start low down the pedal, and I stomp, and then I slide up my foot up, and I play a louder note, so I kind of slide up the pedal. And that allows me to do the same thing, just a bit louder. Okay, so it doesn't enable me to do it quicker per se, but just a little bit louder. But again, completely heel down. No fancy techniques, or heel up and just stomping. Okay, you can still get it as quick. It's just the more kind of technical you get into your foot technique, the more power you can put into it. And that's the exercise there, and that'll help you with the speed. Now, if you're doing it with the groove, we're in 16th notes. So if you're here, 1 E and a 2 E and a 3. So it's going to be there. Great place to put it is on a beat 4. So 1, 2, 3. One, 2, 3, 4 E. A 1, 2, 3, 4 E. So it's where your normal snare drum would land. So work on the placement, not just on the fill. Anyway, hope that all makes sense, guys. Hope you've had some fun with it, and I shall see you soon.